Hello, hello, Facebook, Instagram. Welcome. I'm just popping in really quick so we can talk about the truth behind using I don't own the rights or I don't own the copyrights. You probably seen that, right? And the dangers that are lurking behind it. So let me introduce myself. I am Shayla Jackson. I'm the Purpose Police. I am here to serve and protect Kingdom CEOs so that you are armed and legally dangerous to protect his business. I'm talking about God, y'all, and your business too. Look, we are in between Good Friday and Resurrection Sunday. Okay, and what he did on the cross was he disarmed them. Baby, he was armed and legally dangerous because he got up and the tomb was empty. And so I want to talk to you about being armed and legally dangerous because some of you are armed with the wrong knowledge and you are dangerous. Oh yeah, you dangerous, right? You seen the police bulletin boards where they say this person is armed and dangerous. Oh, they got a weapon. That's right. But they pose a danger to society. You are a danger if you are using I don't own the rights. I don't own the copyrights. You are a danger because you're armed with the wrong knowledge. You probably copied somebody. Let's just be honest. You thought that's what you were supposed to do. And you didn't understand the danger you was putting yourself in. So let's talk about that, okay? And excuse me with my voice because I'm working on getting my voice back. But let's talk about that, because when you don't understand copyrights and you don't understand the law, because ignorance of the law is no excuse. Look, I want you to understand that there is no condemnation in Christ Jesus. So if you didn't know, you didn't know. But now you are about to find out, okay? And hopefully this is before you mess around and find out when you get a cease and desist. When somebody says you got to pay me because you didn't own the rights. You didn't own the copyrights to the music that you were using. Oh, can I tell you? Because you don't have the right knowledge about copyrights, you're making mistakes and you're making this mistake. So let's talk about the truth. Let the truth set you free, okay? So first and foremost, understand this, that under copyright law, okay? Under copyright law, whoever is the creator of the work owns the copyright. That means they have the legal right to control how the work is used. Now, if they give away that right in a contract, they assign, transfer that right, that's something else. But whoever is the copyright owner or the holder has the right typically to control how that work is used. Now, back in school, you may have heard quote your sources, give a citation. And that made us think that in the real world, as long as I quote my sources, as long as I give credit to where credit is due, I'm good. Baby, business and legal ain't like school. Business and legal is not like school. So where you thought you could just put on your video, I don't own the rights or I don't own the copyrights. This ain't high school. Baby, under copyright law, you have just committed copyright infringement. Let me break it down to you like this. How many of you have ever got some amazing food? I mean, it was good. And you saved your leftovers because you was looking forward to eating that the next day. Some of us, we was looking forward to me eating it a couple of hours after, right? Anywho, you go down to your fridge to look for your food. You bought it. You paid for it. It's yours. And you look in the fridge and it's not there. And you're like, hold up. I know I put it here. And so somebody in your house come around the corner. That was some good food. Where'd you get that from? The audacity you got to put your hands on something you don't even own. You didn't even pay for it. To take my food and you didn't ask for no permission. Look, ain't nobody take my food. I'm just using this as an example to help you. If they had asked for permission, it would have been different because you would have had the right to say yes or no. But this person used it and they took your food and didn't even ask for permission. You paid for it. You paid for that. You put in the work, that money. The same is true for copyrights. You got the audacity to use somebody else's music. You got the audacity to use somebody else's content and then post on your videos, I don't own the rights or the copyrights. I saw this recently where someone said, look, the copyright owner already know you don't own the rights because you ain't get permission. And so because you don't understand that, you don't realize that the truth about using it, every time you see it, every time you use it, I don't care if you are a ministry, this applies to you. Submit to governing authorities. Ain't that what the word say? Your ignorance, let me tell you something, y'all. There's no condemnation. If you didn't know it, you didn't know it. But there's no excuse for you not to know it. You are responsible to go find out the law for yourself. Which means if you didn't know it, you're still responsible. Because under copyright law, whenever you use somebody's stuff and you ain't get permission, same example I use, when somebody go take your leftover food and they ain't get permission, it ain't even yours. It's strict liability. Strict means strict. Some of you grew up in strict households. Ain't no grace there. Ain't no excuses there. Strict is strict. It's strict. Meaning if you did the crime, you pay the time. Ain't no, well, I didn't know it. There's no excuses here. That means that the only grace is that that copyright owner don't come after you and say, you used it, pay up. You used it, take it down. Y'all, this is copyright law. So the truth behind you using that language and every time you see it is you literally have waved a white flag. You have literally told the copyright owner, the original person who owns this, you are committing copyright infringement. Every time you put you don't own the copyrights, every time you put you don't own the rights to the music, you are literally putting a huge banner in your front yard that says, hey guys, I am committing copyright infringement. Hey copyright owner, you have the right to come sue me because I didn't get permission. Hey guys, you have the right to send me a cease and desist to shut it down. And here's the thing, copyright, the original author of the copyright, legally has the authority to come after you to make you pay. It don't even matter if you ain't make money off of it. They can make you pay. Because this ain't high school, y'all. This ain't school. This ain't quote your sources. This ain't cite the author. This is if you ain't got permission, don't use it. If you don't have permission, if you don't have a license, don't use it. If it ain't yours, don't use it. And so you need to know the truth behind every time you see this. I don't own the rights to the music. I don't own the copyrights. The danger is you have just put the person who do owns the copyright on notice that you are committing copyright infringements. Okay? So here's the thing, because I want to tell you this, is that in order for you to understand this, you need to understand copyrights. And so if you have not registered for copyright this, trademark that's happening next week, you need to get into the room, okay? And you can register at onedangerousceo.com/events. Because if you don't understand how to identify the copyright author, owner, holder, how to identify who owns the copyright so you can get permission, then you don't have permission. Y'all, you cannot be ignorant of this law and then curse the devil out and be mad at God because you got to cease and desist because people are protecting their rights. Where do you see in the Bible where God built something and God did something and he ain't protected? It's law. He even says it in Deuteronomy 28, if you violate my laws, this is what's going to happen. These are the consequences. It's law, y'all. And so you can't get mad and be like, the enemy coming to steal, kill, and destroy. No, you were ignorant. You didn't do what you were supposed to do. You decided to ignore your responsibility to know the law. And it's copyright law. This is a simple, you could have found this out with a simple Google search. And you decided that you was going to copy everybody else. Oh, you was going to be armed and dangerous with the wrong information and pose a danger to yourself, your pocketbook, your legacy. Because when you commit copyright infringement, you don't get to decide how much they get to pursue you after. So don't be shocked when it's $20,000. Don't be shocked when it's $10,000. Don't be shocked when it's more than that. They have the legal rights. They created it. And the same is true on the reverse. You have the legal right to protect what God has given you and to protect your copyrights. So that's the truth, guys, behind you using, and every time you see it, because I see it, ministries use it all the time. It still ain't no excuse. You can't just quote your source. That's not how this works. If you post this, if you don't have the right, don't use it. Go get the right. There's plenty of royalty-free, license-free music that you can use, or go get the license. Sometimes you can get it for free. Sometimes you got to pay. Get the permission, y'all. Get permission. Get permission. Get permission. or you are transgressing copyright law. And you can't get upset when the danger of using, I don't own the copyrights, I don't own the rights to this music. The danger of posting that means you just put a red flag. You just put a target on yourself that said, hey, come get me. Hi, come get me. And you can't be mad when the copyright owner says, I'm coming to get you because you didn't have the rights. I don't care if you're a church. I don't care if you're a believer. I don't care who you are. You don't own the rights. And therefore, because I do own the rights and because I have the right to protect what belongs to me, I have the right to come after you. And so on the flip side, you have to know what is copyright protected and what is not, so that you can properly defend yourself. Look, being armed and legally dangerous is not just about having information, y'all. It's about knowing strategy. Because if a music, let me get it down. If they created a song using AI, baby, you can try to come at me if you want to. AI ain't protected under copyright law. Do you see how this works? Because there are people who, they're trolls. They will spam and they'll try to come after you. Oh, you committed copyright infringement. Okay, well, prove that you are. Because some of y'all, the legal gets in the way and you freeze up. You get a shock. You like, oh my gosh. And you don't ask questions. No, can you prove? I need you to prove ownership first before I even get into this. I need you to prove ownership. How did you create this? Was AI used? Because if AI was used, baby, you ain't got no copyright protection unless they put some human elements into it. Which means you can try to come after me all you want to. Under the law, AI is not copyright protected, and therefore, baby, you can try. See, don't think just because you get a cease and desist that the other person is in the right. And so the truth, I just revealed the truth behind using that language and the danger. But there's also a danger in you not knowing how to protect yourself and knowing some of what you're going to learn and copyright this and trademark that. So you understand what actually is eligible for copyright, because everything ain't copyright infringement. Some things are free game. Some things are fair game, meaning I can use it because it's fair game under copyright law. When you know this, you can strategically position yourself in business to do things the right way and be dangerous, baby, but legally dangerous because it's according to the law. So make sure you register for copyright, trademark this, get in the room at One Dangerous CEO /events. OneDangerousCEO.com/events. Get in the room, and tell others get in the room as well. It is only for Kingdom CEOs. I only train and I only coach Kingdom CEOs. So if you ain't a Kingdom CEO, this ain't for you. And I'm gonna be transparent right now. If you think you gonna get in here and you ain't a Kingdom CEO, you know you ain't a believer. You know God ain't give you that business, and you think you're gonna sneak it unaware. Look, God just exposed somebody to me this week that wasn't a Kingdom CEO, and they probably don't even know now that they've already been removed. God protects what is his. So make sure y'all get in here, share this, because y'all see and tell y'all pastors in y'all churches that be posting the music, posting, we don't own the rights. You literally put a target on your head because the copyright owner know you don't own the rights. But now you done told everybody you committing copyright infringement. Let them know. They have a responsibility to submit to governing authorities, which means submitting to the law. In this case, copyright law. All right, y'all, share this. If you found this helpful, comment, share, follow the page if you're not following, and of course follow One Dangerous CEO on social media. One Dangerous CEO, get in the room, tell others, get in the room with their Kingdom CEO. Let y'all pastors and all these people know. Baby, that's copyright infringement. Take that down. You just put a target on your back. And I'm going to sign off because it's Saturday, y'all. And I still got work to do. All right. So signing off, I am Shayla Jackson, the Purpose Police, here to serve and protect Kingdom CEO so that you are armed and legally dangerous to protect his business and your business too. I'm also a trademark and business attorney, and I'm the founder of Armed and Legally Dangerous because we have a mandate. We have a heavenly mandate to cultivate and produce weaponized Kingdom CEOs with legal knowledge, strategy, and skills so that you can efficiently, say that money, baby, and effectively build and protect the business God has assigned to you. Because your business is not just a business. It is a divine assignment from God. And we want to hear, well done, my good and faithful servant, at the end of the day. And y'all, tomorrow is Resurrection Sunday, where Jesus Christ, he finished the work. Well done. We are here to glorify God. And so I love you, bless you. May God keep you. May you have a wonderful weekend and celebration of putting God in remembrance and Jesus in remembrance of Resurrection Sunday. And make sure y'all get in the room for copyright this and trademark that. Don't miss this opportunity. Because you don't know what you don't know. And you just found out there's danger lurking when you don't know. All right, y'all, I'm signing off. I'm signing off. And thank you for joining me live.